If I had to recommend one anime to someone who just started watching, I would recommend Cyberpunk Edgerunners. And maybe Samurai Champloo if I'm feeling nice. But since I'm not feeling like a dick right now, let's talk about Samurai Champloo. So let's get started. Samurai Champloo is a 26-episode travel anime that takes place in the Edo period. We first get introduced to our main cast, get shown a few fights, and a man fondling some tits. Within the first episode, we already learned the tone of the show, the characters, and the goal of the series. And the series only gets better with each passing episode, with every fight, interaction with random people, or even the main characters chilling out. When you're watching, you feel like you're part of the story and growing with the characters throughout the travels. And that's one of the main themes of this anime, growth. And I'm an absolute sucker when shows use this theme correctly. It's probably why I'm currently binge watching the shit at Hajime no Ippo as I'm writing the script for this video. And it also explains why my favorite side character in the series is Umezawa, a man who constantly beat and ridiculed Ippo to a man who did whatever it takes to support Ippo's boxing career. And I know this is about Samurai Champloo, but if you have the time, check out Hajime no Ippo as well. But anyways, being totally honest, I'm not the best guy to talk about deep topics like this in writing. I had a C grade average in English class. Fuck you, Edgar Allan Poe. But if I could notice how fluid and natural the characters interact and grow in Samurai Champloo, and have the feeling that the writers took pride in writing this story, I'm sure you can too. And while we're on the topic of characters, let's talk about the main characters in Samurai Champloo.
However, they say that every once in a while, a male will try to attract another male.
Time to go.
This story follows three main characters. First, we have Mugen,
Stripper and dumper.
who's a loud, hot-headed thug who takes any opportunity that's presented and has a fighting style that would qualify him for the Olympics. And he's also a little bit dim.
Hell, boys, your lives ain't worth squat, are they?
Excuse me?
Do the math. 100 dumplings for all you guys? What's that work out to? 5 dumplings a pop?
I love his character design, from his tattoos on his arms to his rugged clothes. He kind of reminds me of an older version of Jet from Avatar, especially with some of the concept arts. And just like me, I'm sure many of you had Mugen as your favorite character when you were younger. I can't really blame y'all. He really resonates with a lot of young kids. He was probably around the age of 11 through 15. The best way I can summarize Mugen is basically what Andrew Tate wishes he could be. Then we got our next main character, Jean.
Cross-dressers. I mean double-crossers!
Who's a more disciplined and cool-headed samurai who tends to cut people off and distance himself from other people. He's kind of like that one kid who sits in the corner and thinks he's the main character of school, but at least Jean can pull off this demeanor. Everything about him is the complete opposite of Mugen, even his more clean, sophisticated design. I also love some of his concept art of Jean. This one here makes him look like a librarian with granny glasses. I also love how well Mugen and Jean bounce off each other.
Think you might have tossed it a little too far?
He doesn't know the meaning of restraint.
Kiss my ass.
It feels like they're siblings and they do whatever it takes to one-up each other. And then finally, our third character, Fu. Fu I consider a bridge between both Jean and Mugen. She can be calm and collective, but she can also put up a good fight when time is needed. She has a super simple design and a more traditional look, and I find it funny that sometimes the anime just doesn't give her a nose. And I honestly believe that Fu should be a template for writing women. She's not some crybaby wimp just for the main characters to constantly save, or a lame love triangle, or some wannabe tough lady who puts herself in constant danger where the main character has to constantly go out of their way to save her. Looking at you, MJ. Fu is able to get shit done. Take notes, Disney and majority of shonen writers. But anyways, even though the trio follows the same group template that many show uses, Samurai Champloo does it so well it just feels natural. They're able to bounce off each other so well, all of their conversation sounds like something in real life rather than saying datebayo after every small fucking achievement. And this doesn't just go for the main character interactions, it also can go for side characters. I love the side characters in this show because you can either go from having a deep, meaningful conversation with a Yakuza member, play baseball with some foreigners, and the fight between main characters and side characters is just so well done. There's no shitty internal monologue, or some main character having a shitty flashback of how their alcoholic father used to beat them before they power up and win the fight. The characters just fight. They're not interrupted by anything stupid or for plot reasons. It's perfect. I love shows that doesn't treat us like children. But I think that's enough about characters. Let's talk a little bit about the world building. Now, I don't want to go too much into the world so I don't spoil too much, but I will say it's kind of like One Piece, except without devil fruits. The ship pacing, you're not going to be 20 years older when you finish the series, and instead of finding treasure, we're looking for a samurai that smells like sunflowers. But in all seriousness, it does follow the same formula as One Piece. We travel to a new place every 1 to 2 episodes. Even though the series only takes place in Japan, every new location feels entirely different. There's always something new. You can get so immersed in the world, especially since it's more down to earth. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say. The world building in this series is perfect. There's so much to see, there's so much to learn, so much to be connected to. But I'm going to stop myself so I don't accidentally spoil anything. So let's move on to the music. Now when it comes to music, I'm just as talented as Gene. I am no way musically talented, and I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about music. So I'm just going to copy and paste what every other content creator does with the anime and just say that the music you've been hearing in the background of this video is the music from the anime. But since I don't want to cheap out, I will add my own input about this music. The music fits so well with the show, and especially during the situation like hip-hop beats when Mugen's breakdancing, or using the song Aurorian Dance for nice calming scenarios. And this song is so good, it took over my instant feed for a while with memes like So the people who made these songs were cooking up amazing work, and I'll be listening to these playlists when I'm out driving or working out. But anyways, let's conclude this video. I would totally recommend this anime to anyone. It doesn't have any weird shit where people think you're an average Genshin player. You can watch this series with anyone. Everyone could take something from this series or even connect with it on a certain level. For example, one of my favorite episodes is when Mugen meets up with Soul Gang. While he goes on another heist with them, he sees how toxic and cruel they are, and he realizes that he just has to move on without them. And I for one, and I'm sure many of you as well can relate to this, having to cut off that one asshole friend. But I think that's enough. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to help support me, and I'm sorry for the long upload schedule. I'm currently in the process of a lot of shit for college, but I'll try my best to upload more. Anyways, have a good night.